In 2012, Mark Zuckerberg financed his $6 million house. At that time, he was 28 years old and his net worth was estimated over $15 billion. Now, why did he use financing? Why did he use debt? How rich people use debt to get more and more rich, and how you can do the same. Coming up in this video. Hey guys, this is Taresh and this channel is all about personal finance, entrepreneurship, investing and helping you achieve your financial freedom. Now, rich people use debt in a very different way than us normal people. We have a bad perception of debt. Debt has a bad reputation. Whenever we talk about debt, we think that that person might not know how to manage his finances. That person is broke. Oh, you should be debt free. Debt is the worst. You should never have debt. You should pay off your debt as soon as possible. Debt is very bad. And people have these wrong notions. This thought process about debt as a very bad or as a very negative thing. However, debt is one of the most powerful financial tools that you can use in order to get richer. However, if not used properly, if abused, if overused, debt can become one of your worst nightmares as well. In the US, the public debt has crossed $20 trillion. On an average, a normal American has almost $90,000 in debt. This includes the mortgage, the car loan, the student loan. Talking about student loan, on an average, a student coming out of college has almost $40,000 in student loans, and some of the student loans go as high in the millions as well. So this is why debt has a very bad reputation, but rich people are using it to get even richer. Now, there are two things that are associated with getting rich using debt. The first is leverage and the second is opportunity cost. Just as an example, let's say that you have some amount of cash right now and you can invest that money to make even more money. You can make your money work for you. Now, if I just take a very nominal, a very achievable target, 10% per annum is very, very achievable. If you put that money into a real estate portfolio, or if you put that money into your business, or as simple as if you don't have any knowledge of real estate, or if you don't have a business or anything, if you just simply put your money into an index fund S&P 500 has given an average return of 10% per annum. So if I just take that as the benchmark, that as the basis, let's say if you have $100,000 invested, you will make 10%, that is $10,000 per annum. If you have $1 million invested, you will make 100,000 per annum on that investment. So for that, you need capital. For investing, you need money. Now just imagine if some person just gave you the money that here, take $1 million and you can do anything with that money. Now let's say you are a very smart, financially literate person. So you invest that money properly. You invest that money into different channels, having some risk cover and all of these different things. And a very nominal return can be estimated around 10%. So let's say a person gave you $1 million and said that you can do anything with that money, and you were able to generate a profit of 10%. That is all your profit. And the other person who gave you the money just said that I just want 3 to 4% and that's enough for me. So out of those $1 million that you invested, the profit that you made was of $100,000. That is your complete profit. And out of that 100,000, you just need to give 30,000 or 40,000 back to that person. So all of the money that is left, that is your profit. That is free money. So this is the concept that rich people use. That is, if you have a better opportunity to invest that same money, why hold up that money into some asset, or why pay cash for some asset? Let's say right now I want to buy a $40,000 Tesla. I can buy that with cash right now. But if I have the option of paying the whole amount in cash, and if I have a second option of getting that car financed at 2% or 3% or 4%, then I can use that 40,000 to invest into the market. And let's say I make 10% on that. So I got a return of 10% and I have to pay 4% as the interest on that $40,000. So I am in net profit. So this is the exact concept that rich people use to get even richer. Because why should they use their own money when someone else is giving them the money to buy the asset or to leverage the asset or whatever, and they can use their own money, their own cash, to invest into something else to get a positive return. But all of this comes down to some simple math calculations. Will you be able to make more return than the interest rate? If the interest rate is 20%, 25% on some credit card debts, and you are not paying that money off, you are investing that money somewhere else and making, let's say, 10%. So let's say if your credit card debt is 20,000, just as an example, and you have to pay 25% per annum, and you are not paying that money off, but you are investing at 10% or 15% or whatever, still you are actually losing money. You have to pay back a high interest loan. So it all comes down to some simple math, that if your return can outweigh, can outrank, can outnumber the interest rate, if your return can make more money than your interest on loan, then it is a positive transaction. And if not, then you need to first pay off the high interest debts. So debt is one of the most powerful financial tools that rich people are using to get even richer, and you can use it too. However, nothing is for certain. Let's say you lose all of that money or you get a negative return, so then you will have to cough up the money to pay that person. Debt is a double-edged sword. So please be careful in what you are doing. You should know what you are doing. You should be aware of what the risks are. So don't go just taking loans from everybody and just not knowing what to do with that money, because you have to pay interest. So just be careful. Just think what you need to do, just plan ahead, and if you use debt properly, it can be very, very profitable for you. So that was basically it for today. Likes if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you loved it, and if you want to learn how to pay off high interest debts quickly, click on the video that is flashing on your screen right now, because I have made a full dedicated video on how you need to pay high interest debts as soon as possible, so that you can start your journey towards financial freedom.